Hi everyone, welcome back to Agentic SAP YouTube channel. In our last video, we did a digital handshake between Eclipse and SAP ABAP Cloud Server, which was given in trial workbook. And we also watched how Joule generated a full bookstore application within a minute, right? So today we are going to unit 3 tasks 2 and 3 of that workbook, Fusion Development with Cloud ABAP, right? That workbook we will cover uh, task 2 and 3 of that. We're going to use Joule's explain feature to have AI teaches exactly what it built. We will decode the RAP layers, understand why we have multiple CDS views, and let uh, Joule explain that feature. And also, we'll ask Joule to do some enhancement, maybe kind of adding custom business logic. Let's see if Joule can help with that or not. And if you have zero knowledge of ABAP or RAP, I think this is the best way to learn because Joule itself explains us what is the necessity of adding CDS layers or like about each layer and why we are doing it. Like we are understanding the brain behind Joule or like an ABAP developer so that we can also learn mm, how to make use of Joule, right? So even I am new to ABAP and RAP and I'm using Joule to learn all this wrap specific things. So this is the video where it all starts to make sense. Let's dive into the UI. So this was the bookstore application which we created in last video using Joule, right? So I'll just quickly switch back to Eclipse. So this is the package which Joule has generated in last video. So just didn't create one file, it uh, created all different wrap layers and all. We can see in the left panel there is this dictionary where database tables are there, and then we have core data services where behavior definitions, data definitions are there. Like inside data definitions we have projection view and base view and all, and then again in behavior definition also we have projection view and base view. Then we have service definition and service bindings and all under business services. So I'll just give you a high level overview of these important layers. So we'll start with dictionary. So dictionary is like foundation, like it's the physical database table where your books are stored. Like so, if you just uh, select this, so you can see. Sorry, I clicked on this. So if you just clicked on database table, so you can see there is bookstore ID, title, author, price, published date, price, currency, and all the fields which you are seeing in UI. So those fields are created here, okay, or and have the reference here. So this is where all the it's like a template where the values will be stored in the UI, right? So this is where all the data is stored. So that's why I'm calling this as foundation. And then we have core data services. So in core data services, we have behavior definition and uh, data definitions as well. So if you just open the data definitions, so we have this ZC Bookstore AG where it says projection view for ZR Bookstore AG. So this is like base view ZB Bookstore AG, and on top of that we have the projection view. So why we have these two CDS views is because the base entity, that is ZR Bookstore AG, that file, think of that as an like an warehouse, okay? Like it has everything, the raw data, like all the book details, like timestamps, keys, and all. And then we have ZC file, that is a projection view. That is like a shop window. You don't want to show everything to the customer, right? Like your whatever is there in your warehouse internal IDs, that we don't want to show everything to customer. We just want to show what we want to show. Like we'll only show them the title, author, price. That is what we call it as a projection. So that's why we have two different views. One is base entity and one is projection view. Then we have behavior definitions. So this is like a brain. It decides like whether an user can create a book, can they delete a book. Like basically like what and all they can do with like, I mean, will they have access to create or delete the role control kind of. So you can see that there is this create, update, delete options and all. And there also we have two views, um, base view and projection view. Then we have business services. So this is a bridge, like it contains both service definition, which entities we want to show to the outside world, and the service binding, the OData protocol that Fieri uses, right? So all the file layers uh, were built by Joule itself, and it is all perfect. Like we can say, like we can add multiple books here in the UI. It is all working fine. There's no error with that. So now we will try to add some custom logic, or like kind of try to do some enhancements. We'll ask Joule if it can help with that. So I'll just open Joule here, and I'll quickly ask in the existing application, I will say like we need to add logic to calculate discounted price for expensive books. Say for example, if it is more than 1,000, I want to give a discount price to customers. So I'll tell, for that I need to open projection view for that, and just close the other ones. Let me just adjust the screen properly. So yeah, if you look at this, I have selected projection view of data definition, and where the actual code is written for the UI screen, where we can see this UID, Bookstore ID, and semantics, annotations, and all. Everything is written here. So I just have this prompt. I want to enhance, like when there is for the expensive books, when cost is just for an example, like if it is more than some amount, say for example 1,000, we need to offer a discount. So I'm asking Joel if it can add logic to calculate a discounted price. So there is only a price field here, but there's no logic for that. So if you just enter this prompt, so you can see there's this used objects also, where it is referring to ZC Bookstore AG, that is our projection view, and it is also saying to add logic for calculating a discounted price for expected books in your, sorry, expensive books in your CDS projection view. Follow these steps. Decide what expensive means. For example, you can define expensive as books where price is greater than 100, and like it is only giving the amount. Like since I didn't specifically mention what is the amount, like what is the expensive amount. I mean, like so that discount should be applicable for that, and added the computed column. Then it is also saying use a case expression to conditionally calculate the discount, and CDS code edition. It is also giving me the code. Insert the following field after the price field in your projection list, where it says at semantics amount currency code price currency, and it says when price is greater than 100, then price is 90, like in 2.9, that is kind of uh, calculating the discount price. And then example in context, it's also saying how my projection should look like also, right? It is taking like from line number 11, and it is also giving I mean, it is also giving this insert and copy options, where we can choose the line numbers and copy it directly. Like our job is getting easy because of this. And it also says outcome books priced over 100 will display 10% discount in the new discounted price field. There is this discounted price field also, which is got added in the code which is given by June. Other books will show their original price in discounted price. So that condition is already written uh, here. So then it also says you can update the threshold and the percentage as needed for your business rules. Let me know if you need help with more complex discount logic or with consumption in your application. See, like we can do enhancement with this Joule also, and it also gives direct code where we can replace it also. So, and this is the benefit of Joule, like we can do enhancements also. And there is this explain feature also, like if you just like there are multiple ways to go for that. Like if you just right click on this and uh, click on this explain feature on projection view. So it says the projection view provides a consumer facing interface for bookstore data management. It exposes essential book information including identification, title, author, pricing with currency support and publication dates. The entity implements managed business object patterns with comprehensive audit trail capabilities through creation and modification tracking. Fields itself as a consumption layer for transactional bookstore operations, enabling users to view and manage book inventory data. Uh, the view maintains a reference to its base entity following the RAP RESTful application programming model architecture for clean separation between interface and data layers. So it is also saying it provides the data to answer the following business questions. What books are currently available in the bookstore inventory with their prices and publication dates? So it's explaining each and every field and what does this projection view does also. We can ask to explain base view entity also same way. You just need to click on right click on uh, the layer which you want to explain and that will do the job also. And or else you can get that feature here also. You can select the which part of code you want to explain and you can just directly click on explain also. That I mean there are multiple ways and you can select it here also. There are multiple options here like consume docs and explain also. So this is the benefit of Joule, like where we can make use of Joule to understand what it has built and we can understand each layer by layer and what you want to know. Like if you have any specific doubt also we can uh, check with that, and we can do enhancements also where it can give the replaced part of code and it gives suggestions on what to change and where to change all. So like as a developer, like we shouldn't just go with what Julie is proposing. Like we can cross question it also, like what is the best way, and we can ask like same way we used to do in AI. Like we can give the persona and give the suggestions like act as a senior developer and you know um, create a production ready solution, something like that. So in this enhancement which I just did, like I use the projection view of the data definition, right? So we can ask Joule like can we move this calculation discount calculation to behavioral definition layer instead of just CDS layer, right? Like no, just there's spelling mistake in that. Yeah. So we can ask this question to Joule. So let's see what it responds. See, let's consider the implication step by step calculation in CDS layer current approach. It is giving advantage and disadvantages for this approach where it says discounted price is always available with the data ready for reporting and consumption. We can filter, sort, and aggregate directly in the view. Limitation logic is limited to what SQL and CDS allow no very complex business scenarios and all. And same way, what is the advantage and disadvantage of um, behavioral definition calculation? Like you have full ABAP programming flexibility and use cases, if we need dynamic discounts and all. So there we can use behavioral definition thing and all. Then it is also recommending if you're based on like my requirements, since I didn't specifically mention whether it is a static discount logic or a dynamic discount logic. So it is giving based on requirement. If your discount logic is static or simple, then go for logic in the CDS layer. If not, if it is dynamic, you move it to the behavioral definition logic. So this way, we can uh, put architect persona, and we can also change the design, like which is best for our requirement. So this is the benefit of Joule explain feature and overall features. So so that's how we moved from just generating and giving prompt to Joule to generate the application. We are understanding also using Joule's explain feature. We decoded the RAP stack. I mean, I just explained few layers in high level overview. You can uh, click on each layer and use the Joule explain feature to understand what it is and go through that. And we also understood why we use projections and proved how Joule's context awareness makes it ultimate, right? Like every time when I ask for some prompt, it is taking this used object reference where it takes ZC Bookstore AG. Like in my prompt, I nowhere mentioned this discount logic is in projection layer. Since the context is open, it is checking, it is making use of context awareness and using that object and explaining it, explaining the logic behind it, and try to do the same in your trial account also, because unless you guys do it, uh, it will be just like theoretical. And so uh, that's all for this video. We covered all the five wrap layers at the high level overview, and we moved from generating code to understanding code. Like we decoded the RAP stack, explained why we are using projections, and proved how Joule's context awareness makes it very ultimate, right? Like this we cannot get it in other AI tools. So since Joule is uh, using the SAP ABAP 1 model, which I told in the previous videos, where it is trained on to 50 millions of lines of code of specifically to ABAP. So it is explaining it very well, and layer by layer explanation is there, and we can do enhancements also in this. So in our next video, we will move to unit 4. We will leave Eclipse and we will jump to build code to generate Fury elements front end on top of this backend. And if this deep dive helped you understand the brain behind Joule and brain behind developers, hit that subscribe button. And as usual, we'll meet in the next video. I'll update the notes in the blueprint doc. Thank you.